A few students are having problems watching videos, embedded videos in Schoology when they're at Jeffco sites. Like, for example, our Warren Tech students are having a hard time seeing videos kind of like these that we're embedding in our lessons or anything in materials. Or I was working with a student at the outdoor lab. But a few students are having problems because I think, my conjecture, is that it has to do with the filtering software. I was working with a student who had the little window thing where he had logged in and put in his credentials and was able to go to youtube.com, but it still wasn't letting him view any videos right here. It would say operation timed out. There'd be like a gray screen with like a little frowny face down in the corner. And the videos that I was trying to test out with him all seemed to be embedded in YouTube. Well, they were uploaded to YouTube and then embedded into Schoology, and those didn't seem to work. However, videos that I'm about to show you how to do right now were working. And so my theory is that if you do the videos this way, they should work for anybody outside, like at home, or anybody at Warren Tech, or anybody at Outdoor Lab, or anybody who's got just a little bit of spare time, you know, and they're hanging out at their high school or whatever. Should be a little less problematic for what it's worth. Take this with a grain of salt, like everything else. So what I generally do to get the videos to upload is I think this is the image I want. I'll do my video, right, just like normal, or my demo or whatever I'm doing. Go through Screencast-O-Matic, and then at the end, I save it as a video file, this little thing right down here. Give it a name, you can edit it, all that blah, blah, but save it as a video file. And that usually doesn't take a whole ton of time. What you end up with, though, is a little MP4 file that looks like this. And, you know, wherever you've saved it, I saved mine on my desktop, it's right here, right? So once you've got that, what you need to do is upload it somewhere in materials. Generally, I've got mine uploaded kind of in like a weekly agenda, and then I throw it on my updates page as well, right? Same video right here, but I uploaded it here first. If you're uploading a video that you don't necessarily need anywhere in the materials folder, I'm thinking you can probably just make, like, you know, a page somewhere, and you can upload it into that thing, and maybe you can, I don't know, you can test it out, see if it's hidden, if it'll work. I bet it will, because all you're really taking is the file. So let's see what happens. So call it whatever you want, and this is the same process regardless of wherever you're putting it. So just make a page in materials somewhere, and you're going to, well, first thing you're going to do is insert the content, right? So you go over here to the arrow, image or media, you're going to upload the file. Shouldn't take too long because I made it a nice small sort of file. But that's it. There's my media, right? And it takes a second to process, so it won't show up quite yet. But what you end up with is, where did I put that thing? Oh, hopefully it shows up here if nowhere else. What you end up with is a page, and, you know, it looks like this right now. Eventually it'll show the actual video. What you need to do, though, what it did was it uploaded that file into Schoology, and that file actually has its own URL. It's got its own web address and everything. What you can do, though, is take that file and you can put it wherever else you want using the same sort of embed code idea that you were using with YouTube. So once it's on a page somewhere, you go to edit that page, and then you come over to this white and black sort of circle thing that says switch to HTML, and you want all of this code from the first iframe kind of doodad to the last iframe doodad. If you've got a whole ton of information and it's like buried in all of this code because you've got this page with like images and words and other stuff, whatever, you can do the same sort of Control F search. If you do a Control F search on this page, it'll highlight all the iframe stuff, right? So there it is. So what I want is from that first caret, right, from the less than to the greater than symbol, all of that stuff. If I don't get all of it, it's not going to work quite right. So I went from the first iframe to the last iframe, including the kind of boundary caret doodads as well. So copy that, and then I can put that wherever I want. It'll embed just like anything else. If I come over here to updates, I can throw it in my updates line, and it'll work just like this one up here did. You know, and if I make it an announcement, it'll go up to the top, and it'll stay up at the top just like everything else. I can, in fact, put, you know, text with it as well. So if I wanted to have the video first and then, hey, guys, it would show the video and then it would have the text underneath it. For this one, I did text first, right? And then I put the video last. So that would look a little bit like this. If you hit return a few times, it's not going to make more spaces, but there is a chunk of code that's BR for break, if you want to get all like HTML-y. So if you put a couple of those in there, those are like, carriage returns, whatever you want to call them, you hitting the enter button a few times. So that'll put some space between your text and your video. But that's pretty much how that works. You can take this code and put it on other pages in Schoology, if you go to the HTML thing. If you want to just upload the file again, that works as well. But this chunk of code right here is, for all intents and purposes, the embed code for something in Schoology. Let me know if you have any questions.